bunch of money, but who are you stacking up the cash for, guy? You're gonna die in a few years, and you're not gonna have a single memory. So that's my question about that. How can people reach you?
Through carrier pigeon, mail, phone, Instagram, Facebook. I do a lot of yeah, exactly. I do a lot of like sharing my life and sharing my lifestyle through Facebook and Instagram. I try to do my best to be present in the community, in the athletic and working out community. I've been involved with CrossFit for 10 years, starting to dabble back into yoga a little bit here and there, and I'm just trying to find things physically that I enjoy, which enables me to meet other people, and then just learn about them, because I truly do love learning about people and meeting people, and just learning, if there's something that I have that could serve them, then awesome. If not, maybe there's something that they have that can serve me.
Right.
And I find it fun to be able to do all of the things that I enjoy, and working out is a huge thing that I enjoy.
Helping people and not having a fake job is great. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's some certain jobs out there that are like, does this job really do anything?
Yeah. Well, when you come down to it, it would be awesome in an ideal world if the way that you got paid was what you were purposed to do. Sometimes it works that way and sometimes it doesn't. But as long as you have something that gives you that sense of purpose, then you're not. If it's not your 9 to 5, then at least your 9 to 5 could be the vehicle in order to help you with your purpose. There's a podcast I need to share with you about that I really just listened to, and I loved it. I feel very blessed that what it is that I'm paid to do is what I believe that my purpose is. And I believe that my purpose is to take my experiences that I've been through and share it with other people. There's still that fear, and it's never going to go away, is do people actually give a crap? Yeah, give a crap? I'm like, what? Which words can I say? Are they going to actually care enough about my experiences in order to take what I've learned and implement it for themselves? But me being afraid to share that could potentially negatively impact somebody else. So even though I still have that inherent fear, literally, I was just thinking I probably should have Facebook Live the whole thing, but then I'm like, what if nobody actually watched it? What if nobody listens and they hear it's me and they're like, oh God, here she goes again. But like I said, if it speaks to one person and one person finds value in what I'm doing, then that's absolutely amazing, and I'm grateful that the one person valued it. Fortunately, because I've been doing this long enough, I believe it's at least 2. It's at least more than 1. And that's why I encourage people not to have that fear of, if you're passionate about something, just share it. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but that's cool. Not everybody wants to be a doctor. Not everybody wants to be in the military. But if they didn't share what they're passionate about, then we wouldn't be where we are as a country.
I did improv when I was in high school, and I loved the fear.
Yeah?
I drank it up.
That's awesome.
The more afraid I was, the better I performed.
Mm-hmm.
The funnier I was, the more fear. Everyone relates to fear. Maybe not everyone falls in love, and maybe not everyone is proud about what they do, but everyone is afraid about something.
It's ridiculous.
About God. So people relate to that. They love it.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not good for us to live in that, but we don't relate to each other with our strength. We relate to each other in our weaknesses. Mm-hmm. That's the best part of us. That could be the best part of us, honestly. We're never going to be as strong as a gorilla.
Yeah.
We're never.
I mean, maybe one person is, but
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
one guy, and all he does is does that bench press all day long.
Exactly.
And that guy has his own problems.
Yeah.
He's like, oh God, I'm not as strong as a gorilla. Great.
Yeah, and he probably has some, scientific enhancements, but that's neither here nor there. Or hormonal enhancements.
Or hormonal enhancements, but mostly people are in the mediocre range. Even if you were the smartest in your school, you weren't the smartest in your state.
Yeah. And maybe if you are, there's still somebody who's got,
there's
a one-up.
Yeah, there's a lots of, even if you were the smartest in your college, you're the valedictorian.
Well, then you can even go back.
There's 20 valedictorians since you graduated.
Yeah, and then you go back into the history, and it's comparative. Well, I was talking to actually Greg, who we met at the meeting the other day, and we talked about the fact that about networking. And I am a generally pretty outgoing person. Networking meetings still make me insanely uncomfortable. I realize if I'm afraid, who I'm quote unquote outgoing and quote unquote that person who should walk in and it should be easy for, then guess what? So is everybody else. And if we're all afraid, then somebody, like, hopefully just kind of takes everybody by the hand and just kind of loves on them and just says, yeah, me too. Like, that's hashtag me too. Like, that's why it was so popular. Obviously totally different meaning, but I like hearing that other people feel the same way that I do, which is why I used to be completely terrified to show any level of vulnerability, because God forbid people not think I don't have my ish together. And then I realized the more that I started letting people know that I don't in fact have it together, it makes you way more relatable.
Right.
Because perfection is just a ridiculous level that we can't ever actually achieve anyways.
Right.
And I got tired of trying to always like be perfect and appear perfect, when it's behind closed doors, like things were just kind of messy.
Right.
I leave like my house a mess, I leave this a mess, so I can come out and appear put together. But yeah, I love knowing that we're
Your
all
car's
great.
a mess.
Dude, it is. My life's a mess. No, my life really is a mess. But that's okay, because I still have a really good time.
Yeah.
But it's a complete mess. But then I could ask you, your life probably is a mess, comparatively speaking, if we're going to go the comparison game.
No. Networking for me, like, I have to do so much education to tell people what I do. Mm-hmm. And so I'm never looking and holding people's attention for the length of what I have to do. And sometimes I may miss a phrase or say something out of line, or it's just like having to crank those gears,
mm-hmm.
Going to the network meeting. And you just do that for one person. You may give the perfect presentation to one person, and they're like, that's fantastic. I'm never going to talk to this person again. And go off.
Well, but then you realize it's truly just relationship building, as opposed. And I viewed networking in the past as transactional. I'm going to meet people, and I'll be able to give them business, and they'll give me business, or vice versa. They're going to give me business, and then I'll give them business.
Right.
And I had to learn that it's really just about like making people like you. I mean, not making people like you, but being likable and truly liking them, because people will do business with who they like, know, and trust.
Right.
And so it's just about building that relationship over time, and then understanding that the fun part is the relationship building. The money comes later.
Yeah, then that scares me. Like, oh, now I have to be interesting here. outside of what I know.
Here's a secret: just ask them about themselves. Everybody loves to talk about themselves, and if you ask them about themselves, then they're going to feel like you're the greatest person in the whole entire world. God, Morgan is so interesting. You're like, I didn't say a word, but like, whatever. And that's what I try to do. Is I want to know about other people.
How long have you been here in Jacksonville?
39 years and like 10 months, 9 months.
Good
I'll be 40
grief.
in August, yeah.
Okay.
So my whole life.
Your whole life.
I was born at St. Vincent's, the same place my son was born.
It was called St. Luke's back then, right?
Was it? No.
No?
Oh, no. St. Vincent's Riverside.
Okay.
Now it's actually Ascension, but everybody still calls it St. Vincent's.
Okay, good.
So yeah, not the St. Luke's on Belfort. That's a newer hospital.
Huh.
It was not around when I was born.
Newer hospital. Okay.
I mean, it's like, I think maybe 20 years old, so
right.
Newer comparatively speaking to my long life.
So you saw this city, but was it before 295?
Oh my God, like all of this stuff wasn't here. There wasn't even, I grew up in Palm Valley, so they had this big like S-fit when McDonald's was going to come in. Oh, it's going to like bring down the whatever. My parents bought the house in 1977. It was a trailer with an addition. That's all that the road was. It was like a place that nobody wanted to live. I think they paid like $17,000 for the house on the water, by the way. Like, it just wasn't the area. So I've seen Ponte Vedra and Palm Valley grow. I've seen, I didn't pay much attention to downtown and Riverside because it was so far away. But yeah, all of the roads made Jacksonville, quote unquote, smaller. Well, not smaller, but you could at least get places.
Yeah.
Versus where Mandarin used to take like an hour to get to. Now it's 20 minutes because of all the new roads. So it's been crazy to watch. I find people that aren't from Jacksonville can navigate better than people that are from Jacksonville, because all of a sudden there's a new road. And I'm like, I don't know where I am with this new road. Like, I don't know where I am now.
Every time, because I drive to people's places with my table, I like discover new places in Jacksonville all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to. I've been here for 3 years. Prior to that, there was like a stretch of about 10 years. And then I was here for like 2 years while I was driving around. I still don't know this whole area.
Well, I grew up in Palm Valley and went to Nice for a year and a half that I was in high school. I don't think I could find Nice, and I went there. Like, I don't think I could find Nice from my mom's house to the high school. I don't think I could find it without GPS. No way. Nocatee, I'm like, I don't know where I am. All of a sudden, I'm going to end up in somebody's driveway and be like, cool, this is not where. I mean, it was a 2-lane road.
Right.
back in the day. I don't even know where that 2-lane road is. I know it still exists because there was houses on it. Like, it has to still exist somewhere, unless they just bulldozed everybody's house. Maybe they did. I don't know.